Center. Well, a Utah family is mourning the loss of their mother, who was killed in an accident in Georgia rather. Leslie Schudeman and her fiance Steve Olson were in Georgia for a wedding. They were on a walk Friday when her son says a teenage driver rounded a corner too fast, hitting them. Leslie died on scene when Steve was hospitalized. He's been released from the hospital and has returned back to Utah. Now, Steven's children say he's doing physically okay, but the whole family is mourning the loss of Leslie.
She was the best. She loved everyone, and her love and how she made everyone feel will be here for forever.
The investigation is still ongoing. The family has created a GoFundMe to help cover medical expenses. You can find a link to that on our website, KSL-TV.com. Well, Birmingham. Lindsay, thank you. Well, trails closing in Draper. Coming up next, what you need to know as cleanup continues from a 2023 landslide.
Well, a brand new playground.
In mid to late December. Well, heads up for hikers in Draper. The city is closing some trails to remove debris left behind by a landslide last year. You may remember when we reported this story to you in April of 2023. There it goes. That landslide led to the collapse of 2 homes that had been condemned recently. Ann's Trail has been closed since that happened and remains closed tonight. The city has now also closed Clark's Trail for the next few weeks due to safety issues. Officials estimate cleanup will be done by the end of next year.
Well, a judge has agreed to hear a case.
Coming up, a once-in-a-lifetime story coming up next. We'll tell you about a woman who donated her kidney after meeting a man on the Y hiking trail. 99, boy. Well, Utah man is celebrating his life today after a chance meeting led to a kidney transplant.
Chrissy Miller and Schiller Joseph met when they were both hiking the Y in Provo last year. What was pretty cool was in that meeting, Chrissy learned that Schiller was in need of a kidney just as she was considering donating the organ.
The world looks at us so different in so many ways, but we were told we were matched if you had to put it in percentages in the low 90s, which they say is almost like siblings.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Schiller says the whole experience was an act of God and is forever grateful for Chrissy's kidney. Intermountain Health says the pair are just one of more than 1,400 living donor transplants made through their donor program since the 1980s.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on KSL 5 News at 6 Sports app.
New details tonight on a car crash turned shooting in a Harriman neighborhood that landed a 19-year-old in jail for aggravated assault. Witnesses are sharing what they heard and saw. News specialist Shelby Lofton joins us now live from the Harriman Police Department with the eyewitness video. Shelby.
Yeah, Dan and Ashley, this all started with a car crashing into a fence surrounding an apartment complex pool, and then neighbors heard gunshots, and now they're all very worried about gang activity in the area.
I was in my bed and I heard a crash.
People living at the Emerson Apartments were startled awake Sunday night.
It was pretty crazy hearing the gunshots right below the window and seeing the white car peel off from the scene.
This witness called 911, and he says he didn't see which car the shots came from.
Saw the one person running in the black hoodie. 3 girls came up to the car window after the gunshots and looked in the car and screamed.
He says when police arrived about 15 minutes later, he saw the marked shell casings on the ground, but no one seemed to be inside the car.
And they took the K9 and started looking for the suspect.
According to a probable cause statement, a man and woman told police they were inside the black crashed car. They said 19-year-old Alejandro Palmar Romero was in the car with them when they were shot at. Officers found him in the complex.
I think everybody was pretty shaken up.
Romero was one of several people detained. Documents link him to another incident in nearby Riverton. The driver and passenger in a car there say Romero shot at them, injuring one.
In areas where the gangs are more prevalent, people don't talk.
This witness and several neighbors told KSL they're not comfortable sharing their identity because police believe this is gang-related.
And hopefully it's not the start of what's going to be more around here.
Now, documents say Romero told police he did not know who he was being chased by. He says they crashed into the back of the car he was in, sending his car into the fence. He says he doesn't know who fired the shots. I'll send it back to you.
A lot of tense moments there. Thanks a lot, Shelby Lofton, live for us tonight. Well, happening right now, West Valley City Police asking.